Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're currently here in Yucatan. This is basically the end part of Yucatan. We're making our way to Holbox Island.
But my wife has to pull over and feed that dog.
But my wife, since she has a passion for dogs, she's pulling over to feed a dog on the road. We've encountered a bunch of little dogs, so she's making sure that she feeds them. She bought a little bag to feed the dogs. So we've been here for like 2 days. We spent a little bit of time with the family, and we went to a couple of events, but now it's on our own. Now we're gonna go and visit the touristy place, the beaches, the beautiful stuff, and I'll be showing you a little bit about that, a little bit of the places that we go, and I'll be showing tips and tricks and places that we even go to, and we find out what's good and what's not, and prices for you guys all. But we took the back road, and the reason we took the back road was because we wanted to see the actual Yucatan. We wanted to see the how the people live out here that don't live in the bigger cities. And oh my God, it's so impressive. They're still living like if they were living back in ancient times, I guess, in little huts and stuff. I'll be posting a little bit of the pictures that I captured of the huts and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So here we are. We're almost getting to Quintana Roo. Quintana Roo is a state. And then from there, we'll be catching a ferry. And that ferry will take us to our first island, which is Holbox. And you can find that on your Google Maps to get an idea what that is. But this is what it looks like. This is the actual road, the small road that we're taking, the back road. We could have took a toll, which probably would have been about good $35 in total. But we took the back road so we can see this, so we can see the countryside, our ancestors, the way that they still live. Some people still live like this. And this is their background. This is their playground. You can just imagine. This goes on for forever and ever. I can even imagine the animals that are inside these places. But yeah, I'll be showing you a little bit about this place and show you a little bit of the imagery that I capture and the places that we visit, and I'll give you places that we go and their prices. Just so that because I know, even though I'm from Mexico, I still don't know a lot of the places that we visit, and just so they don't take advantage of us, and maybe I can share that with you guys and take you guys along with us. So enjoy. Here we go. One little side note, look at this place. Look at this. This is what you're going to encounter on the back roads. A lot of people living like this right here. It's basically all jungle life. And this is the way that they still live, which is beautiful. Look at this hut right here. But I do want to add as a side note, my wife said that she would rather take the tolls because the roads are full of potholes. You're going to be swerving in and out, and you have to kind of drive a little slow just to make sure that you don't get a flat. So just, something to keep in mind. If you're interested, it's perfectly safe to drive these roads, but you have to look out for the potholes. But you can also take the toll, which is, like I said, like $35 in total. But it's a straight highway road, and you ain't going to encounter no potholes. Me and my wife, we've always been adventurous, so that's why we like to take these routes, something different from the norm. We thrive on that, because we want to know, we want to see. We like to see what people don't commonly see because they prefer to take the safer routes, but as you can see, it's pretty nice. It's beautiful. You don't get to see this every day. You're in the jungle. Literally, this is a road in the jungle in Yucatan. Another thing, guys, that I think you should be aware of is that from Merida, where we've been driving, it's been a 3-hour and 45-minute drive or something like that. On the toll, it's like 4 hours and 15 minutes. However, I suggest the highway, the toll, is a better idea to take because there's a lot of potholes, and you might end up with a flat if you're not careful. So take that into account. It's a nice spot right here. Welcome to the jungle.
like we said, take the toll. Don't be adventurous like us.
Listen to my wife. Be smart about this. We like this adventure, but at the same time, we're like questioning it because we're like in the middle of the jungle, and it is maybe a small little town in the middle of the jungle. It is beautiful though. What you're looking at. Look at this. This is amazing when you're looking at this. And this is the only way you're gonna get to experience something like this. But I think it's a better option to take those tolls. So we're like 15 minutes away from Chiquila. This is the town. As you know, since we were going through so much jungle. You know, now this is the first town that basically we were encountering, getting closer to the beach, to the actual ferry, the ferry that we're gonna catch in Chiquila. I don't quite know the price, but I don't think this is that expensive. But we're getting pretty close to the ferry, where you catch the ferry. I guess you leave your car right next to the port, and then from right there you catch the ferry into the island. But we're almost there, guys. I'm excited. Me and my wife are excited. We can't wait to be on this island.
This is Solferno.
This is Solferno right here. Well, at least that's what we think.
It is.
Solferino. Entrance to Holbox right here, and for us it was 1,200 pesos round trip. That's because it's two of us, but that's a round trip, 1,200. This is actually entrance to the ferry. You can see the ferries there in the background. So right here, just FYI, because you know, once you go onto the island itself, it's pretty expensive. Everything's expensive, you know, because you're in the island. Everything's gonna be priced out a little bit more. So I suggest you start grabbing some snacks and stuff like that here before you get on the ferry. And you want to stop right here or any restaurant right here and offer the business and get something to eat while you're here. You'll save much more money. This is the port where the ferries take off from. They take off every single hour, so on an hour, I guess. We decided to go eat instead of taking off on the next ferry. So now we gotta wait, but we got a good meal and we're ready to go. Guys, so we're finally here, Isla Holbox. We got here a little late, but he's still right where paradise is setting. You can't appreciate the color yet till the morning, but look at this beauty right here. So remember, this is low season, so it's not that many people here, but it's perfect for us. It's perfect. We can enjoy it without the amount of people being here. So tomorrow I'll be taking video of this during the daytime and see the beauty of it. But I don't know if you can tell. Look how deep we're going into the water. And it's still only like shin level height, the water. It's nice. The water's warm. The water's nice. So we ended up stopping at this Tacos Temoc. We were recommended by one of the guides that sells like tours and stuff. So we wanted to try something new since we're here. It looks like the menu's pretty good.
Kind of reasonable.
Yeah, prices are reasonable. I mean, expect to pay a little bit more, guys. You know, We are on a touristy island, but it's well worth it.